Hello y'all. First rinse of my flannel sheets. Middle of June and I finally took them out. Or took them off of my bed. I ran it on, first I put it on heavy duty just to get warm water for the full load, large load. Then I put it on normal eco. I put 2 pods in there. And the tide sensitive and stoppables. And right now I'm doing the first rinse, first 2, with the original tide sensitive and stoppables and Sun Blossom Downy. And no, I'm not going to put these back on my bed. I washed my pillows earlier. And then did about 2.5 hours of whites. It was an extra large load. Started off with a soak. 1 free and gentle or free and care, whatever it's called, pod, Tide pod. And then about a cup of Clorox. Then I went into the main wash. I did 3 metal spring scented Tide pods and half a cap of original Tide scented Unstoppable. I did the main wash in hot water, extra large load, heavy soiled. Well, after I got the hot water, I put it on Eco Normal to give it the 3 spray rinses. And then ran 3 separate rinses. And again, I used on the second rinse, I used the Unstoppables and poured the Sun Blossom Downy into the fabric softener dispenser, just like this. Yep, it's leaning. For the whites, I use Botanical Mist, the Unstoppables, and the fabric softener and the dryer sheets. And it was a new canister I opened of the Unstoppables, and those are still the old-fashioned Unstoppables. They're hard, they have a hard shell, and they sink to the bottom. Whereas these new Unstoppables that are tide scented, they're soft shell, they dissolve faster, even though they are taking their time right now because of cold water. And they float. They're very light because they don't have that hard candy shell over them. There we go. I don't see any more Unstoppables. There we go. It smells good in here. I got the little fan going so my phone doesn't overheat real quick. Earlier I saw that this was filthy and the dispenser was starting to get a little yucky. So when I was doing the whites, I filled this with the soapy hot water and then this as well, and just kind of cleaned around it with one of the washcloths that was in there. See, I like how the 8 and 9 series, the fill gets a head start before the spin actually finishes, whereas the 4 series, it actually stops, has a brief pause, and then it starts to fill. Oh, I forgot about, I don't know if I got it or not, forgot to get the downy coming out of the hole. See, and I hate that it has a front lean because look at, the more it leans this way, the more all that water that's dripping in the back can get behind the machine, behind the outer drum. I think. I don't know if there's a catch. Oh, it looks like there's a catch. I guess we're okay. And a catch that drips back down into the inner tub. So I guess we're safe. But I mean, if it leaned forward, you know, there's that possibility that it gets behind the outer drum and down into the electrical. I do love this agitator. Very nicely designed. At first I wasn't too thrilled about the bell, about the bottom having a bell, but the more I watched it work and the more I stuck my hand down there and followed the clothes down there, yes I do that. I've been doing that since I was 5 or 6. You know, just follow along, relax your hand, and go with the flow of the clothes so you can get a feel of how your clothes is being washed. So I did that, and I was like, okay. I always said that the fins were too short, the bottom bell was too short, but now it makes sense. You know, it makes for a very smooth, you know, going down to it and back up with less drag and pull. I mean, if the washer is packed tight, you're gonna get a lot of dragging and pulling from these. Why are my backlight and multiple window lights on? I think I'm done with this case. This is my SView case for the phone, and it's been making my phone act weird. It's starting to tear in the top corner where it folds, because I fold it all the way back. Right now it's just hanging so I can record this, because the SView window's too dirty to record through. By the way, happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. I hope y'all had a wonderful day. We did. We kind of celebrated my nephew's birthday a week late because he was in Disneyland during his birthday. And all the fathers too. We had, Mom had 2 turkey breasts in the freezer, so she made both of them. That's what we had at Thanksgiving dinner. With most of the fixing, not all. I don't need to, but I'm going to. I'm going to extend the last rinse. Pause, reset, and there, it's done. Just take off the second rinse. Now instead of 11 minutes of a rinse, I've got 16 minutes. Oh. And added the proper amount of water. Talk about load sensing. Smells really nice in here. I gotta get rid of this case. I'm trying to get the focus to come on so I can select autofocus, but it's not happening. And my back button and my multiple window buttons are lit up again. Yeah, gotta get rid of the case. Didn't last that long. I'm glad I got it cheap though. There's another SView case for this phone that allows you to do wireless charging. That one's a little more expensive. But if it's gonna last as short as this one, then there's no point in getting it. think if it had a black agitator, it'd be a lot easier to see my sheets. Because right now on the screen there, it's pretty dark. And this is very bright. Technically, it's not a 16-minute rinse, it's more like an 8-minute rinse. Because you have to include the spin time. Water's pretty clear, considering there's fabric softener in it. So yeah, big fan of second rinses or multiple rinses. Oh. All right, y'all. I guess my phone got hot. I don't know if these will work. I need to change the batteries on this. Yeah, it's not that bright. Okay, it's gonna be stopping pretty soon. trying to watch the movie about the fires here, the firemen that died in the fire here in Arizona. Was it the Yarnell fire? I don't remember. Anyways, I'm trying to watch that movie, and I barely got to the first 30 minutes, and I was like, let me come over here. I can't see nothing with this light. It's not bright enough. You can see the agitator. Oh, this phone is heavy with one hand. Alright, y'all. You've seen one spin, you've seen them all. Sorry. But no more flash, and this sucks. So, I'm gonna let it do its thing. Good night, y'all.